Morning, Chair. I'm out for a morning walk, and it's one of the most beautiful places in the world, in my opinion, looking down at the Neisner Heads. It's time for a weekly wealth insight. And I'm listening to a book at the moment, which I highly recommend, called The Rise of Superman. And it's about people that are doing extraordinary things. So people that are big wave, big surfers, people that jump out of airplanes, and all the crazy things that people do. But ultimately what it's about is flow. And it's how to get into flow and how to live an incredible life. And every single successful person on this planet, whatever you deem success to be, is because they found their flow. And so I highly recommend the book. But really, if I summarize the book in three things, there's three things to get into flow. The first is autonomy. You need to be in control of your life. You know, there's another Mind Valley course that I'm doing at the moment, which is most people are victims. And you can either be a victim or a leader, but you can't be both. So you get to decide, are you a victim? Are you going to blame the government? Are you going to blame your mother? Are you going to blame your father? Are you going to blame the schooling you went to, or you do or don't have a university degree, or the country you live in, or the president, or the tax, or the political situation, or the economy, or COVID, or whatever the hell you're going to blame someone on? Or are you going to be a leader? And the more you feel you have autonomy over your life, the more you're going to feel fulfillment and be in flow. The second one is mastery. And that's about finding something you love. You know, something I learned 20 more years ago is that the most successful people I know in the world found what they loved early, and that's all they've done. You know, my uncle's a classic example. You know, he dropped out of university. He always jokes he did one course. He passed one course at university. And at the age of 19, he got into stockbroking, and he's one of the most successful stockbrokers, certainly in Southern Africa. He actually opened the Botswana Stock Exchange. He built an incredibly big asset management firm in Southern Africa, and that's a classic example. Now, you know, you can go over and over again. He was one of the ones that was closest to me. Richard Branson is someone I've had the privilege of spending 2 weeks with on Necker Island. Same thing, absolutely loves what he does. Like, why would they retire? They love what they do. You know, my uncle on holiday reads the Financial Times, and he said to me, he goes on holiday every single day and he gets paid to do it. Like, think about that. And it's such a driving force for me. And that's what flow is all about when it comes to mastery, because, you know, you do something you love, you master it, you get better and better and better at it, and it makes you feel good because you love what you're doing. And the third one is purpose. And this is your driver in life. Why are you here? What is your legacy? What is your reason? Every single one of us is on this planet for a reason. Now, some of it might not be to change the world. Maybe you're not Nelson Mandela or Mahatma Gandhi or, you know, Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos. But maybe what's your purpose? Maybe it's to be a great mother or a great father. Maybe it's to be a great parent. Maybe, and one of the Mind Valley courses I'm doing at the moment was talking about purpose. Sometimes people purpose, and just by the way, I'm doing a thing called life visioning, which is amazing. And sometimes people's purpose is, like my dad's purpose was to give me the inspiration, give me the self-belief, teach me what hardship was, and then let me go. And you know, I lost my dad at a young age, and you know, he certainly set my brother and I up for success, and I believe he lived his purpose, and we're all here for a purpose. And so what's your purpose? And so, you know, to remind you, there's three things that you have to do to live a life of fulfillment, to be in flow. And that's to have autonomy, that's to have mastery, and the third one is to have purpose. Now, to give you the last thing here, which I think is interesting to you, or should be interesting, is that in late 2014, early 2015, I did a lot of work with Roger Hamilton, and he came up with the 2020 vision. So where will you be in 5 years by 2020? And it's the play on words, 2020 vision. And I loved it and did all the planning, did the 5-year goals, where I wanted to be in 5 years, where I wanted to be individually, where the company wanted to be, how we'd do it every year, where we wanted to be in 5 years, what we had to do every year, and then what I had to do in the next 12 months. And I thought about it, and you know, the last 5 years we've had incredible successes and we've had a lot of failures as well. And I've learned a hell of a lot of lessons. I've definitely learned more lessons than I've made money, that's for sure. And I think what I'm super excited about is we're talking a lot at the moment about Society 5.0, Investor 5.0, Entrepreneur 5.0, Wealth 5.0, and something I came up with on Tuesday was, what about Scott 5.0? You know, I'll be 44 next year in February, and therefore if you take 5 business years, I'll be just turning 50 in 5 years' time, 5 business years' time. And so what a perfect time to do Scott 5.0 as to where I want to be by the time I'm 50. Where do I want the business to be? Where do I want my personal life to be? And I was working on this morning. I've been up since 4 a.m. and there's 5 different wheels to this. And for me, it's your income, your health, your friends and your family, your experiences, and your purpose. And for me, those 5 things encompass wealth, overall wealth for me. And so if you think about it, it comes back to flow, because I'm designing my life to make sure that the next 5 years I'm completely in flow, the business is in flow, and we can achieve the utmost results. And that's really going to be my focus for the next 5 years. And that's my invitation to you. Go and create whatever your name is, X 5.0. Mine is Scott 5.0, and I'll make it the picture for this video today. And if you enjoy this, subscribe to the channel. We bring out these weekly wealth insights every single Friday. And most importantly, please share it with your friends. We want to empower 1 billion people, and we can't do it on our own. The only way we're going to do it is each and every person taking accountability to share it with someone. That's my invitation. That's my challenge. Have an awesome week. See you next week. Cheers.